on now?
We will be. Wow. So.
This episode, Freddy will definitely be the pretty one.
I apologize. I apologize in advance.
Is the cat still in here?
Probably. For the state of Felicia's hair and makeup and everything.
Outfit too.
Everything because.
Why? Oh, look at that eye. It's so horrible.
Wow. She decided that she wanted to run to Tempe this evening to go get her.
Oh my god, this is iPhone. So horrible. We only have one viewer. It was like 3.
Right. Yeah, good job. Wow.
How amazing do I look?
Oh, I can't. I
actually bought this wig for our disco number.
So
I was so humiliated when I pulled it out the box.
So this is what you get, folks, and I'm sorry. You know, I mean, I
might not wear this the whole time because this is horrible.
Oh god.
We have people on. They need to come to see us.
No.
Hi, Ryan.
Oh shit.
Ryan, I'm sorry that this is what you're seeing right now.
I'm so sorry. This is the best time for people that are like listening on a podcast because you don't actually have to look at anything that is happening right now.
But look at that highlight though. The one good thing that I did right.
Oh.
The one.
I didn't even notice.
The glowing cheekbone.
Oh fuck. This is gonna be
fuck you.
This is gonna be one of those days.
We don't even have. I suck at life.
Yeah.
This is episode 7 of Let's Have a Fefe.
I did my part.
I'm Felicia. I may not want to be. This
I don't know that. I don't know that you.
I don't say my name.
I don't think you want to tell people who you are at this point.
I can't even wear that. That's horrible. This is better.
Well.
That's so much better. Just 2 dudes.
Oh fuck. It's gonna be one of those nights, kids. It's gonna be one of those nights.
And I'm not even drinking.
And I am so sorry.
Because I spilled champagne all over the floor.
I am so sorry.
These are the things that you get for when you don't pay for anything.
Man, yeah. This is what you get, what you pay for. So
I think I look pretty decent for getting ready in less than 10 minutes.
Okay. Anyway, we'll just keep on. Oh God.
We still have 3 people. I don't know what they're watching, but
I think you probably should, Ryan. I think starting to drink is probably a really good thing. I should probably start to drink as well.
Drink it till I look pretty. One thing that I will say is that I have lipstick
all over your teeth.
I'm just a mess, you guys. I'm so wasted on life.
Oh God.
I'm so hyped up because I love life.
God help us.
So tonight, Valentina Knowles was supposed to be here. Yeah, he's gonna drink for real. Valentina Knowles was supposed to be here, but something came up and she decided that we weren't good enough for her. So guess what? When it comes to her segment, we're gonna make up stuff about her. And
we'll just spread all the rumors.
We'll make all the rumors, and then when she comes back next week, because she'll be here next week, then we will clarify.
We'll address those rumors with her. We'll say that, you know.
We'll put them at ease.
We heard that
you were selling bean burritos at the truck.
So yeah. Yeah.
So
and we've learned that the iPhone 10 is basically a Samsung. Yes. It looks like a Samsung. It's about the same size as a Samsung. It has all the same features as a Samsung.
Samsung still has basically just did the same thing in the kitchen, like did our Face IDs and all that mess.
Samsung still has a better camera though.
This dress has seen better days. This is like one of the first dresses that I bought. It has wig hair caught in the sequin. Anyway, this was like one of the first. It was very sequined when I first got it, but I've washed it. I beat it up. I've watched. Wow.
Oh my.
I'm just a mess.
My.
But I'm a little bit happy because this is the last. Tomorrow's the last day that I have to.
You get to shave.
I mean, I love bearded gentlemen.
Thank you.
And women. And
I've never been a huge fan of bearded women. Facial. Not so much. I mean,
I'm sorry. You've been sitting here all month. Doesn't mean you liked it, but I've
had a bearded drag queens when they do it right.
Oh, I don't do it right. That's why I don't do it. No, this is out of the closet.
Thrift store drag tonight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally thrift store drag. It's like kamikaze, like karaoke.
I have news for you, Ryan. I usually do this. Well, I've gotten to the point where usually I do it the night before, but I ran to Tempe, and yesterday I was too tired when I got home from work. Anyway, but ask Freddy. I would just went in there and said, "What's white that will match with this horrible wig?" And I can't believe it looks so hideous. Now, who would buy this?
I do, apparently.
Because it looked better on Amazon than it did on me, I guess.
Oh, well, you know.
It happens. Uh-huh.
Are you putting us live on the Facebook?
I'm trying to, but I can't think of
Do you not know how to do it?
I don't know how to think today.
Oh, my goodness. So, I don't know what you've been doing since the last show. All I've been doing is working.
Oh, my God, we did the same thing?
I worked all weekend. I was up until 2
I did not.
No, I worked all weekend. I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I worked on Sunday. I've been working late.
Same.
Pretty much every single day I worked. Yeah. So that's all I've been doing.
Is there a blackout period? Do they allow you to take time off?
They do. What's actually really funny is, technically it's our blackout period, but so what they do is they don't let us they have us request PTO in the fourth quarter early, but then they don't even look at it until the fourth quarter. So
God.
I actually ended up getting an email, they sent out an email a few weeks ago at work, and they're like, if you only 40 hours is going to roll over, so if you don't take your PTO now, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I requested PTO in June. Can you get on it, please? Don't give me shit if you can't get your act together. Come on. So yeah, I mean, I have some days off in December because we're going to Seattle for Christmas.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What days are those?
I will be gone. Oh God.
Am I keeping you up?
Yes. I will be gone the 22nd through the 26th.
Oh shit.
We leave the late on the 21st and come back during the day on the 26th. So, but I will be here for both the Fefe, the before and after, because it's in between those days. So, what have you been doing since the last show?
We had Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
Did we?
Thanksgiving. You made all the fixings.
No, we talked about that already, didn't we?
No, we did not.
Are you sure? Didn't we do that last week?
Thanksgiving was after the Fefe.
Are you sure?
Yes.
When was Thanksgiving?
Thursday after the Fefe, fool.
Oh my God.
I may be looking a little rugged, but I'm still here.
Jesus. Okay. So, yes, Thanksgiving. Christ. It was as I mentioned on the Fefe, it was pretty much just us. Oh my God, the turkey that we made though.
I saw that.
Fucking ridiculous. So
can I say that your turkey looked sexy?
Yes, because it did.
You were putting on the food porn.
My partner is on the ketogenic diet, so most of what we had was keto friendly for her, and then I made a couple things for myself specifically that wasn't keto. But the turkey we did was keto, which means that it was slathered in bacon butter. Now, what bacon butter is It was half a pound of butter, half a pound of bacon, raw bacon, and then like a handful of parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. And then you throw it in the food processor. You get it all smooshed up together.
Smooshed.
And then you basically rub it all over inside the turkey, under the skin, on the skin, all over it.
You harassed a turkey.
Oh my God. Oh, I was
like Matt Lauer. Just fine.
Too soon. So yeah, I like it, and then we made a bacon blanket that like laid over it, and it sat on top of, and this was just mostly for seasoning, but it sat on top of like whole leeks, onions, apples, and carrots, and just sat on top of that. And this turkey was so ridiculous. Like,
it looked very moist.
Oh my God. Like, we cut it. We cut it, and it was like, I'm carving the turkey, and it was like falling apart. Like, it was so moist and so tender and so amazing. And it made the most amazing.
But what you did the night before was?
Brined it. Oh, no. It's
not everybody knows.
Well, it was for like 2 days we brined it. So, because if you don't brine it, you're dumb, first of all. But, oh my God.
Not gravy, everybody knows to do that, though.
The gravy that this turkey made, because you have all the drippings, right? The drippings were all butter and bacon and everything. I made the most.
And this is all healthy for her?
Yeah. For her, yes. For me, not so much. For me, it was like, oh God, it was like my arteries were.
I'm looking at hot mess tonight.
Yeah. Oh my God, I made the most amazing gravy out of the drippings and things. I actually simmered. I made sort of a stock out of the neck and giblets, and then seasoned that, and then used that with the drippings and things. There's nothing left. I know. And then she made a keto Brussels sprouts au gratin, which was really fucking good.
I don't eat Brussels sprouts, but I might have tried it.
It was good. It was really good. She also did like a mashed cauliflower, which was good.
That like a substitute for the mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
It was good. I'm not a huge fan of cauliflower.
Why?
Texture?
It's always about texture with you, huh?
Texture's a big thing. I don't care for the taste.
It has like a bitter nothing.
Kind of, yeah. Like, it doesn't taste like anything, but what it does taste like is not a fan. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like the bitter nothing.
Right. But it was good. It had like green onions and cheese and stuff in it, so it was good. Wasn't my favorite, but I ate it because it was still good. I made like a small green bean casserole for myself, but I made it a little bit spicy. I put some red chili flakes in there. And then I made like
as seen when we cook with me at Ina's Adams.
And then I made this absolutely like killer cranberry sauce, which nobody ever likes cranberry sauce, but I made it from scratch.
Oh, and you know what? I wanted to do that next year.
I can share with you this recipe, but I used fresh cranberries, and then I used this this guava chutney that we have. So I mixed some of that in there. It's a guava's a fruit.
I know. Hi, Aaron. We have people on Facebook too.
Right. We're double fisting tonight.
I did look up some programs that I can just go to one program and we could be on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
That would be fun. But I used like in the cranberry sauce was a little bit of brown sugar, and then some allspice and some cinnamon and things, and it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. So yeah, it was.
We fed our faces too.
It was yummy.
We had sweet potatoes.
Ooh.
We had, of course, the turkey. You guys did very well on the turkey.
Excellent.
Because I'm very judgy about turkey. As you know, you get to some people's house and they're like, I love the turkey that I cook every year. And then it's
right, like dry, you can't cut the thing.
You're like, why is the skin hard?
Yeah.
I mean, I think people go by like the way it looks instead of, because I'm one of those people that's like, okay, let me.
We waited, like we sat there and we checked it. We checked the temperature. As soon as it hit 160, we pulled it out and let it rest. Yeah.
It's the best.
It was so good. Like, I don't think I've ever had
I'm a tester, though.
If I nibble things,
I'm like.
Shelly hates it when I do that.
Why?
I don't know.
You're supposed to taste your food.
I know. I'm like, as I'm carving
hate when
it.
people don't taste their food.
I'm like carving it or whatever, and I grab like a little piece of the bacon that was sitting on top, and she's like, "Why do you always do that?" I was like, "Who doesn't?"
You're supposed.
She's like,
"Hi, Tommy."
And when it comes to like turkey, you nibble on things, you know. You grab a
while you're carving
and
it.
Oh my god, the juices! Like you just dip the thing in.
Did you have a wishbone?
Probably. I didn't bother eating it out.
It?
No.
We broke the wishbone evenly. I don't know how that happened.
You're supposed to let it dry out for like a day.
Oh no, we did it that night. I don't think I've ever waited a day, even with my family.
It's supposed to dry out.
Oh. Well,
well,
somebody's making wishes somewhere.
For those of you that are joining us newly, either on YouTube or on Facebook, I apologize for Felicia's face.
I don't think anybody has a problem with that. I think it's you that can actually see what's going on here that has a problem. And I forgot a straw, so now there's lipstick all over my can. It just looks so disgusting. Like, never mind, I won't say it out loud. But Thanksgiving and then Friday. Saturday.
Oh, I went for a hike.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah, first thing.
I love how when I start.
Sorry, I forgot. And I
Joan. I will not look like this tomorrow.
So, well.
I mean, I will have this.
We hiked up South Mountain, and on the way back down, I managed to make it like a mile up and almost back to the beginning, and then I fucking rock tripped me, and I biffed it, and I have like it's still healing.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I have a boo-boo.
I wish you could raise your leg to show.
And as soon as that happened,
I can show the people on.
Oh, you can show the people on the Facebook. I have a boo-boo. See, look at that.
Wait.
Yeah, sort of.
There.
Yeah, I
can't move this one. Sorry,
no,
YouTube.
Sorry, YouTube. But
you
as
like
soon as
my
it,
beard?
As soon as it happened, like I totally biffed it, like my leg was all swollen and everything. And Shelly goes, "Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen."
She set you up. She knew
she
that.
She totally
guy.
did. I was
she
like,
knew the guy under the rock.
I was like, "Why'd you push me?"
She knew the guy under.
Apparently,
the rock.
she seems to think I'm clumsy. I don't know where she gets that idea, but whatever. It's fine.
Both clumsy. I don't know where it.
She always makes fun of me. She's like, "You can walk and trip on nothing, but then you get on."
I forgot that there's hearts. Sorry.
Then you get on stage and you can like nail choreography and have no problem, but then as soon as you get off stage, you trip on nothing.
It's because we're not human when we're on stage.
That's true. Well, I mean,
we're invincible.
Something. So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
That wasn't on Facebook, was it? I didn't see that on Facebook.
Fuck off, Tommy. My legs are too bright. Whatever. Jackass. You're grounded.
I thought it was funny.
You're grounded. Legs are too
I can't
bright.
wait to see you in December.
Try about a week. A little over a week.
Oh. Well, in December.
Yeah.
I didn't say like tomorrow.
It's coming up fast.
As most people do. Yeah. Do we want to? Oh, we'll do it at the end.
Yeah.
Joan, I need you to watch toward the end too.
She knows.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
She does.
I told her.
You told this to me.
I She's not happy about it.
She needs to complain to the people that need to know.
I told her that. So anyway, let's see. Should we move on to my tip?
Yes. It's a very not for me.
It's not my thing either, but it's something.
But
that
I do watch it.
Interesting.
What do you find that? I get to that point where I find myself not more as fetishizing over it. It's more of like, it's not a train wreck. Because that's not the way to describe it. It's like, it's so interesting, but you would not do it.
I get that. I totally get that.
I'm like, oh.
I totally get that.
Oh.
So my tip tonight, and mind you, the one thing that we always say on the Fefe, and it's totally a legitimate thing, is your kink is not my kink, but your kink is okay. And we say it sometimes sort of tongue-in-cheek with some of the weird shit that happens in like the weird news and stuff, but
I need to look some of that.
It's a legitimate thing. And people may be into different sort of things. Doesn't make it right or wrong. It is what it is. The point is that just because it's not your cup of tea doesn't mean that.
Kind of freezing.
I know.
On both.
Yeah. CenturyLink. Doesn't mean that it's like
the camera is wonderful.
I know. Doesn't mean that it's a
I'm just kidding.
A bad thing or
Really,
wrong or whatever. So this evening we are going to be talking about flagging yellow. Yellow, if you go by the hanky code, is water sports. And in this context, water sports does not mean water skiing or jet skis.
No, so we're not going for jet skis?
No.
I thought we were going to get wetsuits.
No, that is not what water sports means in this context. In this context, water sports means urophilia, which is receiving erotic pleasure from consuming pee, bathing in pee, getting peed on, peeing on someone, or watching someone pee.
I did pee on my husband once, but
that was
me being drunk. Be safe out there, kids.
Jesus. Again, it's not everybody's thing, and it doesn't have to be everybody's thing, but it's very, very, it's big out there. It's actually very common and more common between men than between like cisgender heteronormative individuals.
But I have seen that.
It's like I say, it's not to say that it doesn't happen or it doesn't exist in the cisgender hetero world, but it's less common. And it's...
You mean the gays are nasty?
It's not even that. We're also in the gay community. We're also more inclined to the fact that we're into this thing. That's what the flagging yellow is.
Profiles too.
Right. It's on profiles. It's going to be on dating profiles. It'll be on hookup profiles. It'll be on that sort of thing. When you're at a leather event and you see guys or women or whoever walking around in their leather garb and they've got something either with yellow stripes or something along those lines.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that we in certain contexts and on
so
a lot of
these guys, do they know?
Probably not.
Oh, so sorry.
So in a lot of the sort of
that way.
Gay community, we're perfectly happy to be like, hey, this is what I'm into. Like I said, it's very common in the sort of kink and fetish and leather communities. It's extraordinarily common.
Got a lot of our faves.
Some of the turn-ons, because it's like people are like, well, why would that turn you on? Like, what's the appeal? Because a lot of people don't really see what the appeal of that would be, especially if it's not something that you're into.
But there's other things that turn people on that may not turn.
Your kink is not my kink, but your kink is okay. So some of the turn-ons that go on with some of this, and I just like to preface this with, this is not something I'm into. And it's not that I'm thoroughly opposed to it. It's just sort of like, for me, I don't really see the appeal. And that's just me.
I don't necessarily see the appeal. I just find it interesting to watch, I think. Like, I don't, nothing like makes me go, ooh, I want to do that.
Right, no, I get you. So some of the things that could be considered a turn on with this are...
Oh, Ryan went over to Facebook.
Are the pheromones involved. It's that can immediately trigger an erotic response. It's just
like the male funk.
Mm-hmm. You have all sorts of things.
I'm falling apart. It's fine.
Don't
try to fix me. I'm not broken.
The power play aspect of it. So the sort of domination or submission, whether regarding whatever your position you're in.
That hair
is that sort of warm kind of sensual feeling that you get from like baths or a hot shower. It's kind of soothing.
I love baths. Okay.
So that can be one of those things. Of course, you have to remember that basically when that happens, it's going to get cold like right away unless it's a constant. So, and it's sort of equated to like ejaculate. So if it's in your mouth or whatever.
So I have no question.
Yes.
So I have noticed Tumblr is like for the people that are like sexually curious, if anybody is looking. But some I do know that some people do the water sports, but there's some part of water sports that the men will try to pee while they're erect.
Yes. It is doable.
Is that part of this?
It can be. That's a whole, like, it's part of it. Because generally it's very, very difficult to be able to urinate while you're erect.
I look at that and go,
But it is possible.
What is that? Training the body or something?
Basically, that's basically what it is. It's you basically have to train yourself to be able to do it while you're erect, which isn't generally something that's because if you watch videos, whether it's Pornhub or XTube or whatever it is, you can actually find them where they are urinating while they're inside, and it's really hard to do that when you're soft, or be inside when you're soft. It doesn't work. Stuff it in, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't work. So you have to be erect in order to do it while you're.
My phone's updating, so or else I would look.
While you're inside, yeah.
I can't watch it on here because
like you have like the people that enjoy when they're being ejaculated on, or they like swallowing, or they like, you know what I mean? It's the same sort of concept.
If there's any porn directors watching, I like to watch straight porn. Not all girls like that all over their face, and not all of them look good with it
hanging off their eyelash.
I mean, can you not?
In their ear.
I'll tell you one. A girl had fake eyelashes.
Oh.
And they were about drag size.
No.
And I thought, oh God, this is not going to end well.
Oh no.
It's not going to end well. And she was blinking and things were her face. That's all I was saying.
No.
I was like, oh, gotta go.
Nope, that's not okay.
And then I ordered lashes because it
reminded you that you needed lashes. Yeah, that's good. So if this is something, and a lot of people are curious about this because it's very common, and it is what it is. And so generally they recommend, if you're going to start sort of experimenting with it, to experiment with it in the shower. It's easy to clean up. You're already there. Right. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out either plastic sheets or rubber sheets or some safe place outside of the shower to do it or whatever. And if it's with you and your partner, it's a quick, okay, well, that was interesting, but let me just wash it off real quick, So it's a good place to start if you want to start experimenting. A few little tips and things. Clear is less funky than yellow. I know they're called golden showers, but drink water, because there's a difference between like the pheromones and then like the funk. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I always wonder after I watch these videos, how do they clean up afterwards? Especially when the ones where they're not in the shower, you're like,
I'm sure they've got like rubber sheets or something down.
Does not smell like piss.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Barely.
If you're going to, Jesus Christ, if you're gonna,
are we keeping you up?
Apparently, fuck. If you're gonna start playing and dabbling in this, either right before like the day of or whatever it is, try to stay away from things like coffee, garlic, asparagus, even vitamins and things. It can make things awfully pungent. So it's like, it's another one of those things.
I'll tell you, like, I was a runner, and we had our goal. Our coach didn't check this. Thank God, that would be weird. But like our goal was, if you knew you had enough water, that your pee would start to be clear.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, obviously, the darker it is, the less water you've had, which means that you're probably dehydrated.
Yes.
So, but and drinking a lot of water can actually help if you happen to be a shy peer. Because that's another thing. Sometimes if you're like, you want to do it, but you can't necessarily. It's hard for you to do it in front of people. Like if you're not used to like peeing in front of your partner or whatever. Tell me about it. So it's one of those things. If you happen to be like a shy peer or whatever, drinking a lot of water can help with that as well. And then along the same lines as like ejaculate and whatever. Things like sweeter fruits, like pineapple and strawberries and things like that, can also sort of reduce the sort of funkiness, and it can make it taste better.
I'll put it in your water.
There you go. See,
diffuse it or whatever the hell.
There you go. As you're drinking water, put fruit in your water. Whatever it is that you're gonna do. It's the same concept of semen as semen. They say that when you eat fruits like pineapple and things like that, it makes your semen taste better. Well, I got very excited. Apparently,
water sports.
All right.
Hi, Shelly. Avoid salt, Ryan says.
Yes.
This is so much faster.
Yeah, well, you've been lagging a lot on YouTube lately. I don't know what the hell is going on.
YouTube, come on, man.
And as always, we always talk about this. Don't pee on somebody without their consent. Just don't.
Yeah, your husband might wake up and discover that he's been peed on.
Oh God, I'd be so mad at you. You know, it's a lot. It's with everything. Everything requires consent. There's hey Shelly, hey Al, what's up? Yeah, no, not consent. And if it's something that you think you'd like to explore,
Shelly does not want you to tell her what to do.
Okay. There are thousands of water sports like porn sites, and you can go on things like FetLife.
Legit.
That has FetLife has like forums and things like that, and places to meet people that are into the same sort of thing. And larger cities like San Francisco, I think LA has one. They often have like weekly events and even weekend-long sort of festivals. They're called like a wet weekend and things. It's so like there's all sorts of things out there available for folks who may want to.
Now she wants you to tell her what to do.
Oh no! Hey, don't tell me what to do. Just tell me what to do. Okay. Yeah, I get that. And obviously with
I'm any accents, you forget that I'm horrible.
Yeah. And just with anything that has to do with kink or any fetish or whatever. While it can be sexy, it doesn't always have to be sexual, especially if it has to do with sort of a dominant submission thing. There are professional dominatrices who will perform whatever it is that, they have clients who come in, who they humiliate, who they flog, who they whatever it is. But there's no sex. So if it's a matter of, a sort of dominant, submissive thing, it doesn't always have to include sex. It really doesn't. But again, all of that has to do with communication. It has to do with boundaries.
You mean communication?
So, and I am all about people exploring shit. If there's something that you're like, oh, hey, this sounds kind of interesting, fucking just do it. Like, really, like,
look it up.
It's not a big as big a deal as folks
people
would like to make it out to. Like, it really isn't. It's not, and honestly, it's not any more gross than any kind of.
The one I really can't do
ejaculate
is the other way.
Most of the time, actually, no. If it's a professional dominatrix, oh yeah, I was going to say it doesn't. No, most of the time it does not end in sex. Correct. Like the professional generally don't have sex with their clients. So, but yeah, I'm all about exploring and all sorts of things, and you never know what you may or may not like until you try it, and hey, you may discover something amazing. But obviously, always consent, always communication, and there's plenty of resources out there if anybody is interested in stuff like that, and either they're single or they're not sure where to look. Like, there's all sorts of things. So get up. Goodness, I'm a fucking mess tonight. Jesus.
You and me both.
Good Lord. Get out there and explore.
She's a mess. Don't you start. Shelly, I'm just emojiing it.
You're just emojiing it.
Most of the time, it doesn't end in sex.
Doesn't. Yes. Yeah, it does not. Correct. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for focusing on her lashes and not the rest of her face. Are they the same lashes?
No, I think I grabbed.
I think you've got two different lashes.
I think I grabbed two different sets.
Yes. Oh, guys, see, and y'all can't really see this from where you are.
They can. They see like an HD. It's horrible. On fleek. I'm sparkling for God.
No, you're not.
A little bit.
I think that was a mistake.
I know it was.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. Do we don't have any fake news, do we? Or not fake news.
I have one that posted on my Twitter.
What have we got?
Please load. It's hilarious.
You have too much going on.
And
you have CenturyLink. I don't know why you have CenturyLink. Oh, speaking of, real quick, I thought this was kind of funny. So, my partner's brother was in town from Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like he brought like all his gaming systems. So he brought like his Nintendo Switch, all this stuff, right?
Check-in bag or his carry-on?
In his carry-on.
Oh, I was joking.
No, in his carry-on.
Oh, wow.
But he decided as an early birthday present to get my partner's daughter her own Nintendo 3DS. Now,
have you lost her yet?
She was mad when we said that she couldn't take it to her dad's.
Ooh.
Yeah, because she doesn't have a case for it or anything. So, yeah. But here's a funny thing. So he got her the Mario game where you can make your own Mario worlds, right? Our Wi-Fi isn't compatible with a Nintendo DS.
Why?
I don't know. I was like, what? He looked it up and he was like, it was something, I can't remember what he said, but I was like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, how do you have
5G?
No fucking clue. I was like,
what does it run on? Modem?
I was like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that was the weirdest fucking thing. I was like, I have no idea. So we're gonna see.
Japanese modem.
I have no idea. So we're gonna see if we can fix it. Otherwise, we're gonna have to probably return the. Probably have to return the game. But it's like she doesn't have the game. She has a Kirby game, but I'll have to return the game. But I'm like, that doesn't even I don't even understand how that happens. So I thought that was really bizarre. It's a weird aside.
Is she attached to the game?
Not yet. She just got it last night.
Oh. Is she attached to the game? You know what I'm talking about.
She hasn't been able to play
the game.
You know,
like when kids know they haven't played it yet.
Oh, I know.
And they have their mind set on it.
Right.
And then they're like, I'm going to play this when I get back to mom's house. Right. She shows up and the game is gone.
Well, yeah. She was up very, very late this week quite a few times and was cranky pants and, so.
Oof, ending in a couple weeks. I shouldn't say that.
All right, what's your thing?
Let's read about this one woman. Yes, I do have ad blocker. Yes, that's correct. You ever looking for a foolproof way to cheat on your spouse? Don't let the other woman take a picture out of your window of your apartment where your wife may or may not be on her Instagram and find out.
How did the wife, is she the wife's friend?
Let's read this a little bit. Let's read this. She ended the marriage because she recognized the view of her bedroom window on another woman's Instagram feed. Sloppy, first of all. It is a nice view though. I do like that. Oh. Let's see. She's from Russia. Luckily, she didn't chop off his penis. Right. She said she wasn't searching for anything. It was just a normal morning.
Came across so just a random account. Yes. Oh, I guess it had followers in common.
Oh, so it was in town kind of thing. Ooh, one picture in particular caught her eye. A post of the view of from her own bedroom window.
Huh. Interesting.
And she said many of those interesting photos included her husband. Okay, so if you're... First of all...
Although I'm sure they probably thought they were safe because if they're not on, you know what I mean? She's not on her Instagram.
Instagram is a public forum unless her account is private.
I know. Well, I mean, in my feed, I don't see stuff unless I follow them. I don't see random stuff unless it's an ad. So I don't understand.
She could have, when you go to the Instagram app, it shows you things like explore in the explore section.
Right.
So you have in common with people.
So if somebody that you follow happens to follow this person, then they'll
and then it shows up, and you're like, oh,
gotcha.
Picture, bitch.
That would.
What's so funny is that she confronted them, but she did not do anything violent. You know how usually these end,
right?
She just filed for divorce, and that was. I thought it was so funny because I'm like, you sloppy man. I mean, not that I'm saying it's right, but speaking of sloppy men, one got fired today.
That was kind of surprising. I was
but I have heard things in the past that he is.
Well, if you watch his interview with is it Anne Hathaway? Somebody like that. Can't remember. He's a total sexist asshole.
Well, I do know some people that have worked with him in the past that have said that he can be kind of.
Apparently, he gave people sex toys for Christmas,
and there was a video that surfaced in the afternoon that he was on camera and he was saying something like Katie Couric was bending forward to pick something up, and he was like, "Yeah, keep bending so I can see. It's a perfect view," something like that. And I'm not saying we all hear these things. We all hear these things. It's become a normative among us, our society. I don't know about any other society. I've never lived anywhere else, but it's become the norm that men get away with their whatever, and they can touch people, they can say things, they can do things, and
well, because boys will be boys, and that's totally.
And I don't agree with the people that I keep seeing online that say, why didn't they say something sooner? Why are they all coming out in droves and deciding to make victim of themselves? Okay, pause for a minute. I have never been in this situation before, but I know people that have, and it's not something that A, you feel proud of. B, our society kind of looks down on the victim. The victim becomes like
we victim blame all the fucking time. Whenever a woman gets raped, it was, well, what were you doing to get raped?
Or why were you wearing that?
Right. It wasn't why the fuck did you rape that person? It was, well, what were you doing? Well, don't you think that maybe you would have made a better decision? No. I don't care if
why were you walking on that side of town at that time of night?
Why was your skirt so short? Why were you drinking?
So these are
why were you it's
when it keeps happening like this, I, in my mind, see it as a movement. That's a very huge movement.
Somebody posted on Facebook, actually it was Muffy Fish Basket, and she was like, it's not a.
I have to delete people.
I was like, she said it's not a witch hunt, it's a reckoning. Yeah. And that's exactly what it's not a witch hunt. It's a matter of finally people are becoming emboldened to be able to say, hey, this actually happened. And it can take a long time for something like that to happen because for God's sake, look at what's his nuts who raped the unconscious woman and got 6 months, but then got pulled out early because he's a good boy. Mm-hmm. And we were afraid that he wasn't going to be able to handle. Right. It's terrible, terrible, poor little boy, like why as a woman would you want to come forward when that's the shit you have to deal with? You have to sit there in court and say, he fucking raped me. And he's
oftentimes it's statistically proven that sometimes the family will shun the victims.
Right.
So they lose their family, they lose their friends. There's so much at stake that goes on here that not any of us see because we're caught up in it. Like I said, it's become the norm. When you grow up as a boy, you touch Susie where? Oh, that's fine. But if Susie comes and touches the other, then all of a sudden it's, why did you touch him?
It's boys will be boys. It's okay. Just ignore him. He hits you because he likes you. But
I will say that I think that our current person that employs himself at the White House.
Yeah, when is he going to get fired for inappropriate conduct?
He has yet to been put through any legal action because he's the one that's been caught on recording too.
Right.
But I think that he was the one that started this whole mess.
Oh, of course he was.
It's not a mess. I take that back. I gotta be careful with words. He's the one that I almost want to say he empowered. He empowered the the silent. That's what I think. What about the guy in Chandler who killed a Chandler?
Who killed a Chandler Mall? Who killed the Chandler Mall?
The Chandler Mall has been dying for years. For the most.
So littering on the freeway. That's a
yes, that's true. I did hear about that. Now that I read your message in full, that's a little disheartening. And what else is disheartening is that there was a serial DUI a driver that he was found by bounty hunters last night or the night before, and this is his fourth or third DUI, but these are it's lethal. Like these, when they show pictures and video of this, it is lethal. Like his car is pretty much a garbage can, and the other car is split or.
So on sort of the same lines as everything. So did you see the thing about the Girl Scouts? So Girl Scouts sent out this communication to its no, you don't have to. Sent out the communication to a bunch of parents. And what it was basically saying, don't force your daughters to show physical affection just because somebody did something nice. So basically it was...
Oh, I never thought about that.
Basically it was, don't do the whole...
You're fine.
Oh, Uncle John gave you a present. Go give him a kiss.
Oh. I forgot. Oh,
right.
Gosh.
You haven't seen, Uncle Billy in a long time. Make sure you go give him a hug and a kiss now. And I know when I was a kid, I was like, I'm not comfortable doing that. Like I never, ever felt comfortable doing that. And their whole thing is that's basically teaching girls that that's to be expected. Someone does something nice for you, you give them physical affection.
That men are taught not to show pretty much.
Yeah, when was the last time someone was like, hey, they did something nice, why don't you go kiss them? Yeah.
Because that's so gay.
And even now, like I'm very affectionate with people within my circle, but it takes me a minute to warm up. And I've never liked it when people were like, oh, whatever, go give them a hug. And I'm like, I don't want to.
You know what? For me, I wasn't really. I'm kind of like that. I have to know you, and then we can at least.
But hey.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're touching me. Okay. All right. But like when I started drag, I had no idea.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I have become a hug person, but I have to. Have I seen you before?
Also, along those same lines,
and
if you're an audience member and you give me $1, that does not obligate me in any way, shape, or form to have any other conversation with you other than a thank you. I do not need to hug you. I do not need to like.
That doesn't mean that you grab my
right. It doesn't mean that you have free reign to stick your hand on my pants, which has happened.
I will let you know that next time you grab my butt, that you may be touching my balls at the same time.
Yeah. Right.
And it's very uncomfortable already, so I don't need your help.
But I'm totally I'm totally digging the whole thing with the, and there are people that are all up in arms about the whole Girl Scout thing. Like, I teach my daughter to be respectful. Okay, well, there's respectful, which is thank you very much for the present.
But we don't realize that we've made our own children into this. We've fallen into the norm. We don't know any better.
Right.
Does that make sense?
And still we have little girls that are growing up that are it ends up being sort of ingrained in their brain.
Well, even in our own community, even if you have two dads, or two moms or individuals. Yeah.
I would have been scared seeing Felicia's Blight Rail too.
Yes, because I'm such a threatening black man. Yes. Yeah. I can see it now from here.
Yeah.
This, I think, scares people.
Probably.
I know that I scared a young man on the bus today because he was looking at my nails looking at what I was wearing, and then he was looking at my face. So you might have thought, this is okay. Not this. I was not wearing this. I would have.
I was gonna say, is that what you wore to work today?
But he looked down, and then he was like, okay, and then he went. So I think, yeah, I'm ready for the beard to go away. I know that some people love it, but I'm not really a beard person.
I'm a fan with you out without the beard, and that's not to say it like
I know. I'm sure if I trimmed it, but
your beard creeps up to your eyeballs. Like if you left it going for another week, you would be like beard from here down.
Let me get close on this camera. I'll go to that one soon. But if you look really closely, my hair is right here.
Scary. It's terrifying.
I'm sure if I let it grow, it'll probably grow like right here. And then people would be like, "Oh my god, that's sickening."
You would just your beard would be here. Like this is like,
I don't know why it does that. I've never. My dad is hairy.
I'm lucky if I can get mine to grow up my cheeks.
Here.
Thank you.
Yes. If it only was that easy.
Right.
What else is in the news?
I've been so fucking busy. I'm trying to think. What else has been going on?
Oh, I did see that. I just looked that up. This is not very credible, but it has this. So the headline reads, hockey team tweets, then deletes this video of player showing off his stick. In the wake of us talking about harassment and all of the world talking about harassment, this gentleman, or the Anaheim Ducks, Anaheim Ducks, put together a video of one of their players walking around in his birthday suit to celebrate the 100th birthday.
Was at least nice.
It doesn't. The video that they.
Oh, posted. And then there's the whole thing with the.
But he walks by a woman. Like walks in the room, points at her, walks out. So
points at her? Was it?
Oh, no, it wasn't. Correct.
Oh,
that would be very weird.
I don't know. Oh, why did?
See, he like. He's got a nice body, but I can't see the rest.
Right, I can't see those.
And I love how the guy stares at him while he's
right.
Cass, what are you doing, bud? You got no clothes on. It's Henry Joe's 100th birthday. I'm celebrating my birthday suit, dude.
Oh my god.
It's totally a dude type video, but see, that's not that. I shouldn't say that.
No.
These are normatives that I need to correct.
It's yeah, that's interesting.
It's not a do thing. It's a
slightly not appropriate thing.
Not at this time. Like maybe 10 months ago, we would have been okay.
Have you seen there's the controversy too with the Gay VN Awards, which is the gay version of the Gay VN Awards. Basically, everybody that is up for an award, in the Gay VN Awards, they're
I want to watch.
They're like all white, and then they had the ethnic category. But now I guess it looks like they.
Can I make a rant? Can I make a rant?
Please do.
When I'm looking for like porn, why is there such a shortage of Black people?
There's enough for an ethnic category, obviously.
But and not I'm gonna put this out there. Not all Black people have like 12-inch dicks. Okay.
The hell you say?
I'm not walking around with no slam banger. Okay, I'm just letting you know. If your hopes and dreams have been destroyed, you're welcome. But yes, it had very campy music. American Airlines is always fucking shit up. But why? I almost feel like the porn industry is just like Hollywood. It hasn't caught up to diversity.
Can you imagine if the Oscars had an ethnic movie award? Like instead of Moonlight winning the Oscar for Best Picture, it would have been, would have won like Best Ethnic Video.
Best ethnic film goes to.
Right. Or like Hidden Figures, or like any of the, like Best Ethnic Film. It's like, and if you look at the gave everybody that was nominated for any sort of
let me look
Best
at
Actor, or
I have to
do
some research.
They're all white. They're all and they got a lot of shit for it.
We should go to Vegas on the 21st.
Okay. Like there wasn't a single person of color nominated for Best Actor or anything like that.
When was this?
Oh,
porn star or adult film star, excuse me, goes on a racist rant against Beyonce fans.
Jeez. So yeah, it's interesting because obviously there's still that divide. But then, is it really that surprising when you have like, Grindr and shit, when everybody's like, no blacks, no fats, no Asians, no femmes, no, you know what I mean? Like we divide ourselves, so we can't really get all that mad when, it's the same. Oh. Well, all right then.
Okay. She has no talent whatsoever. Any black girl that's a decent voice with a big crew of queens will do the same thing she does.
Huh.
Whoa!
Oh my!
But she did it first, so she's earning the more money.
Wow.
All I can say is I love on Twitter the clapbacks. No celebrity is off.
Oh my God! Like the ones, have you seen people destroying Melania's?
Oh my God!
Decoration, which looked
We'll
terrifying.
have to post that on the page. We'll have to post that on the page because there's a meme video that says "Welcome to the haunted house of Melania." It's just can't stop laughing.
It really. I'm like, what the fuck?
I can't check my messenger right now.
Ryan, we're a little busy.
Or unless, did you send me
like, seriously?
I have like several windows open. You realize I can't do several things at one time.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen like the pictures of the White House, but it's like
the memes are out of control.
Oh my God, it's amazing. You have like the witch from Narnia. You have like Slender Man. You have, it's awful. And what I think is funny, okay, so you have all these people that are like, Starbucks is destroying Christmas, blah, 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 blah. Did you read Melania's tweet?
No.
About how
she's not blocked on my Twitter though.
Oh,
I blocked her.
Oh,
guy.
But she was like, what was it? It was something
like. Oh, it's good to see that Aaron Carter's out of rehab.
Oh, good. But it was something like Christmas was a pagan holiday, and
how do I find
something
her?
about it being dark. I don't know. Look for Flotus.
Oh, I might have blocked her on that.
Oh.
Because I didn't think that she was
something about know how to honor the
maybe I didn't.
Gods or whatever the fuck. I don't know if she deleted it. Funny, like yeah.
The hell. Okay. The Obamas would have never done something like Bill Clinton would have never done something.
No, this shit. God, what is she doing? Well, because the black kids are the only ones that, those are...
Only the black kids were invited.
Yes. Only the black kids were invited to the White House, apparently, for whatever charitable thing that she's doing, because...
Did they get the Obama guest list? Is this what happened?
Probably.
And so the creepy thing is, why is she there by herself? When the First Lady previous, or prior to, I don't think she did anything like this, because this is kind of creepy. But whenever she did like her greeting, like Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, it was with the president?
No, she doesn't want to be around him.
And why is she wearing a cape? What the fuck is that? What is that? Did you see it? I watched this video like 4 times.
What the fuck?
Sorry about the music.
Okay, really?
And she can't tie a bow.
Oh my God.
They show her ruffling with ribbit, and I'm like, is that?
They're just like, here, pretend to fluff this thing so we can get a video.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Just bend over, make sure your cape doesn't get in the way.
And then when she comes down that hallway.
The evil hallway.
There's no color or...
Stark white. Especially when the lights are all off. It just looks creepy as fuck. Like, come on. Like, whose brilliant fucking
I
idea
will
was
tell you
that?
that the White House.
She's really going for the white in the White House.
No, she's not.
Oh,
She's
except for the
diversifying appearance.
except for the little colored children.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she brought them in from the fields so that she might, bestow
They were done dusting.
a master's, blessing on
They were
her.
done dusting,
Right.
so she said, "Come along.
Right.
I will give you your one
Right.
meal."
Massa gonna give you a new pair of shoes.
No, she bought him the sweaters and such.
Oh, she bought him sweaters. Massa gonna give you sweaters.
What organization is this with?
I don't even know. What the fuck?
Oh, that's like the military.
Oh,
general.
so basically
But
what that says is
where
they've only sent the black folks over to fight.
Oh,
There's a white kid. There's your token white kid.
Is that her daughter?
I
don't
think
know.
She has one.
I don't know anything.
Look, there's the one white kid.
Two.
I think she might be Jewish.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
Get a spell check, buddy. Just kidding.
Wow.
I love children. Ask anybody.
Wow.
Ryan, this is not your church, but I know this is your Wednesday night conversation. I'm just kidding. So World AIDS Day is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the first.
It's all around the world, but if you're in Phoenix, you can go to the Southwest Center. Is that what it's called? Southwest Center?
It's the Parsons Center.
Okay, that's what I didn't think it was called the Southwest.
It's Southwest Center is inside the Parsons Center.
Okay.
Yeah. The Parsons.
There's a lot of people in there. Are they all sharing a home?
Apparently.
Can we move in?
Right.
Can we get a studio? That would be lovely. So the candlelight visual starts at 6 p.m. Will they be handing out candles? I always wonder if I should bring my own candle.
They usually have them.
Should I bring my own lighter?
Probably.
Just, yeah. I don't know how to say his name.
David Reve he was a lord of the Imperial Court.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually just saw him at the Empress Ball. And...
Oh, that was last weekend. So now you don't say anything about that.
And then all of a sudden, this actually happened, I think, 2 days ago. He just passed away. It was very unexpected. And he was a big part of the leather community. Obviously, he was part of the court. So there were a few people that were very much impacted by his passing. So that was unfortunate. That was
wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate loss for the community.
Ryan wants to say keep the family in your thoughts. I want to say keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Even looking up guests, I need to do some research. But if people are into learning more about humanists, I'm not sure I know what it is, but I
can't stop looking at your eyelashes.
Don't look at this one. It's backwards. It's the wrong one. It's definitely the wrong one. This one's the right one. But yes, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there any plans?
As far as I know, nothing's been said, so I don't know if they're keeping it private. So
Jackie Kennedy did her own photo shoot without her husband. How many years ago was that, though? We're not going back to that.
Yeah.
Bye, Carrie. I don't know what time you left because it doesn't tell me that.
No.
Makes me feel really bad. But we'll see them tomorrow. I think that's it for my weird.
Oh, good, because it's already after 9. So
our weird news, because the weird news seems to be everyday news now.
Pretty much. So let's see who we got next week. We've got Valentina Knowles.
That's right. We were gonna make up things about her.
No, we didn't get around to it. It's okay.
That's fine. So the next spotlight is
December 16th, which is right around the corner.
2 weeks from now.
Oh, shh. And
I need to get it.
And then December 10th at BS West is the
triple crowning,
Mr. Arizona MI, Mr. Arizona MI Classic, and Miss Arizona Diva USA.
I thought you were gonna forget. I was like, don't make her trip out.
So that's happening. We finally get a step down after 2 years. So it'd be cool if you guys wanted to come out and support that. That would be great. We've got Cat Bingo happening again on the 12th.
Did I not change the date?
No.
You said it with a question mark. I'll change it.
And then tomorrow night, we have our last bingo at the Cash, sadly. It's okay. It's cool. But yeah, tomorrow night is going to be our last bingo at the Cash. So, you know, if you're in Phoenix, come out and say hi. And
the one person watching, I think it's just Ryan. But Ryan, if you're not working tomorrow night, you can come see us at Drag Bingo. Drag Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Last time at Drag Bingo at the Cash, 9 o'clock. But just in case you didn't know, Spotlight is on the 16th.
Oh, we need to spam his wall, remember?
Oh, that's right. Oh, I could.
And we also up in the dugout, we've got Savannah Stevens.
The dugout. Oh my God. Go ahead.
Matthew Olson, the shirtless violinist, and then we've got the matching guys from YouTube, and we've got our onesie party coming up. So, what's the date?
The onesie party's on the 13th. It's the week after next.
Okay. Onesie party on the 13th.
And we'll have
That's always fun.
Well, I'll just say it's going to be the cast of Spotlight.
It'll be a good chunk of
members that can come on over.
It'll be a good chunk. So it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Definitely.
What I want to say is that I want to plead, because Ryan's watching, if for those that wonder what we're going to use the Patreon for, right now we don't have specified tiers because I think we need to sit down, think about it, and create what we need to create. But my ultimate goal is to get a Mevo camera. A Mevo camera will allow us to broadcast on more than one platform. So we could be on Facebook, we could be on YouTube, we could be on Twitter, we could be on something else. We could even have our own live broadcast onto our own website. And with Mevo, I can control it with like my phone, and I can like zoom in on Freddy.
Yeah.
Just, you know, like when he's giving the tip. Or if you wanted to see how hideous I look tonight, I could have zoomed in.
I know one of the things that I've been trying to do that we haven't been able to because I don't know why things won't work, is decent microphones so we can have decent sound.
Correct.
Especially if we're gonna with the podcast and everything.
And I did watch Tyler Oakley's new podcast with somebody, but they also have a video section of it. Like it's like you watch the whole broadcast, and they're pretty much set up on a table like this.
Yep.
And they have microphones on each end. So when you think Patreon, what are they going to use it for? I'm saying mics and a camera. Right now, real simple. Mics and a camera.
Yep.
That's all. I don't expect anybody to feed me. I don't expect anybody to help me get new dresses.
Pay my bills. That's not what this is about.
So, and any money that I get for drag goes back to drag, basically. So,
it gets recycled.
Basically. Whether it's supporting other people in the community or getting makeup, which I look like I forgot all about today. Which I did, probably. I'm going to hate pictures later.
Probably. You should just, your camera wasn't working. We'll just go with that.
Oh, no, I have to document everything. We want to thank our sponsors, Gabe King Photography. You can find him at gabekingphotography.com. And I need to talk to you because we might be doing another one. But I haven't heard back from Gabe, but I know he's doing things. We want to thank Marissa Sanchez of Texas, who runs Wigstop. You can find them at wigsofakind.com. I'm not wearing one, and nor was I wearing one earlier. Those are not hers. Do not call her and say, girl, what is that you gave that girl? Don't do that to me. Don't you do it to me. Anyway, so, and I talked to the Tantus people, and I tried to use your code and their Cyber Monday code.
It didn't work.
No, they said they don't stack promos.
Whatever, bastards.
But they had awesome. They had a 20%. Yours is 15.
Whatever, fuck
So.
Anyway, if you are in the market for a cool new sex toy that is completely body safe and sterilizable, make sure you check out Tantus at tantusinc.com. That's TANTUSINC.com, and use my tip, Freddy's tip, to get 15% off your order.
Mm-hmm. That's Freddy's code, but the code is Freddy's tip.
Correct. Anyway,
we're both tired.
Yes, I fucking look at Jesus. Oh my God. Anyway,
we don't have a special guest to thank.
We have no special guest. We have nothing. So thank you guys.
Be sure to like this episode, subscribe, share it with friends so they can make fun of my face, create memes, do such things. And you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Special thanks to all of you that watched live and on the replay. We'll see you next week with our special guest, Valentina Knowles.
If she doesn't bail on us.
We're not getting lost to the Cantina one more time. Next week, if she don't show up, we definitely gonna make up shit about you. I hope you watch it.
All right, y'all. Good night. We'll see you next week.